Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next-level tactics. From off-site and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
The best approach for most businesses is to use a blend of link building and link earning, capitalizing on the best qualities of each. 24. Consider topics in addition to keywords. Many newcomers to SEO spend most of their strategic effort choosing and prioritizing keywords and keyword phrases. While this is beneficial in many ways, see our section on anchor text, it can also compromise your efforts. The big issue here is that Google's Hummingbird update as well as subsequent updates utilizes semantic search capabilities rather than scrounging for content with a one-to-one keyword relationship with the search query. Google works to understand the user's query and find content that's on topic. Accordingly, while it's still beneficial to research keywords, you should also consider and research high-level topics and families of keywords. 25. Create amazing on-site pages. Whether you want to earn links naturally or build them yourself, you'll need amazing on-site pages to succeed. High-quality on-site content will make people more eager to link to you, and will make your links stickier. In other words, publishers will be less likely to remove or alter them. Plus, remember that all your links will generate traffic to your site. If you get referral visitors, you'll want them to be left with a good impression of your brand. Strong on-site pages are the only way to accomplish this. 26. Prioritize your best on-site pages. When you build links, you generate domain authority for your entire site, but also page authority for individual pages. If you want to make the most of your strategy, you should prioritize building links to your best on-site pages. If you have a comprehensive guide or an amazing piece of research to show off, build several links to it. This piece will rank higher and get more traffic, ultimately benefiting your brand in multiple ways. The caveat here is that you need to mix up your links as well. Building links exclusively to one on-site page can look suspicious. 27. Monitor and mimic your competitors' link building strategies. You aren't the only company building links for SEO. Chances are, most of your competitors are doing the same. You can learn a lot by observing and mimicking their strategies. The easiest way to start here is with a tool like Moz's Link Explorer. Here, you can enter a competitor's domain and quickly generate a list of all the links pointing to that domain on the web. Check those links to see where they've been built, and where they're pointing. You'll discover new publishers you can work with, and possibly some strategic weaknesses that you can exploit for competitive dominance. 28. Steer clear of link schemes. It's tempting to build links quickly and by any means necessary, but many newcomers with this attitude end up falling for link schemes or willingly engaging with them. A link scheme is basically any attempt to build low-quality links in an exclusive effort to increase your ranking. There are many varieties here, including spamming links, participating in link circles, and heavily exchanging links with one or two other participants. Link schemes are Google penalty magnets, so avoid them at all costs, and be wary of any link building company that promises immediate results or if they have an offer that seems too good to be true. 29. Work with a professional link building agency. That said, a professional link building company could help you develop your strategy faster and more reliably. Expert link building agencies understand the nuances of the strategy and make content, link quality, and long-term relationships with publishers their priorities. They have access to far more resources and more specialists than you do, and while they tend to charge a relatively high fee, they also tend to give you a high return on your investment (ROI). Just make sure you do your due diligence. Work with a company that has a good reputation, and investigate their strategic approach so you know what you're getting. And, if you're an SEO agency yourself, it may make sense to find a company that will allow you to outsource SEO and your link building as a white label SEO reseller. 30. Start small and scale up. Even if you're eager to grow and you're willing to invest lots of time and money in your strategy, it's a good idea to start with a small scale and work your way up. Building a small number of links with a minimal investment will help you discover the best approaches for your brand, without spending lots of money to do it. When you have a good bank of on-site content, knowledge of the top publishers in your industry, and a sense of your top priorities, you can gradually expand the scope of your efforts. 31. Measure your domain authority. You'll probably be excited to check on your search engine rankings as you develop your link building strategy. But while this is a good metric to measure and improve, it may not be a direct reflection of the progress you're making. It's also important to measure your domain authority regularly. The higher this climbs, the more likely all your pages will be to rank higher in searches. It's also a good indicator of whether your tactics are working. You should see steady progress as long as you're committed to building more powerful links and a greater number of them. Just be aware that as your domain authority grows, it becomes harder to advance. For example, it's very easy to go from .10 to .20, but getting from .80 to .90 is slow and challenging. There are several link building tools that can help you measure your domain authority, including the Link Explorer tool we referenced in point 27. 32. Measure your page authority. Similarly, you'll want to measure the page-level authority (PA) of your best pages. If you're trying to prioritize an exemplary piece of content, or if there's a landing page you want to earn more traffic, you need to know that your extra links are working. If your page authority becomes stagnant, it means something is going wrong. 33. Evaluate organic traffic, referral traffic, and other factors. Domain authority and page authority are two of the strongest indicators that your strategy is working, but there are many other metrics to consider. For example, you can measure the referral traffic generated by each of your links. This will help you determine which of your publishers are most valuable for direct traffic. Sometimes, a publisher may have a relatively low DAU, but the links you build forward a ton of traffic to your site, making up the difference. Also pay attention to your keyword rankings, organic traffic, and even direct traffic to your site. The more metrics you measure, the more of a comprehensive picture you'll see. 34. Estimate link value and update your strategy as needed. Whenever you build a link with a new publisher, try to estimate the total value of that link. Try to isolate its effects on your domain and page level authority, determine page views of the main article, and measure referral traffic. Compare and combine these metrics to estimate how valuable this link is, and compare your conclusion to other links you've built. Then, adjust your strategy for the future. Build more links on the best publishers, and find more publishers like them. Don't waste any more time on links or publishers that aren't returning much value your way. Types of content that work well for building links. Different types of content have different advantages and disadvantages when building links. The content types that follow are examples of content sources that tend to attract the best links and attract them consistently. 35. Best of lists. Best of lists, or listicles, tend to be numbered lists that collect some of the best or most notable items within a given topic. They're appealing because they promise the reader a concise read. Something like 10 tips to improve your onion chopping experience invites the reader in with the understanding they can glance at those tips at a high level and still learn something. It's also easy to build a link within one of these points if you use this archetype for a guest post. 36. Surveys and other original research. Original research is extremely powerful for attracting links, but it can also be expensive to conduct. A good, inexpensive method of original research is conducting surveys. Get a few hundred people within a niche to respond to a short survey, collect the data, and publish it on your site. Now you have statistics that no one else has, and you can attract or build links as you see fit. Throw in some visuals on the data and you'll have an amazing on-site asset. 37. Controversial opinion pieces. Most brands are reluctant to write controversial opinion pieces, for fear of alienating their target audience. However, taking a controversial stance can be great for your link building campaign, so long as you do it respectfully and with hard evidence. Being resolute in your opinion and sharing it can also help you gain credibility, giving you a boost for outranking other bigger brands online. And as long as your topic is debatable, it will invite lots of people to discuss and share the topic. All those comments and shares will make your work more visible, making it easier to generate links.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.